how many clients you onboard as well. But the way that it works is, once you get your client onboarded, you're going to have a questionnaire for them. Let me actually scroll down and I'll pull that up so you can see it. So the questionnaire, you can either fill this out on the client's behalf or you can send it to them directly. It's just like an unbranded online form. So we are just going to ask about branding guidelines, company details, who their target audience is, and then content and style preferences. So once we have this, we're going to assign that client a content creator as well. So the content creator is going to be from our team. We match them based off of like industry experience. We want to make sure that the content creator has worked with clients in that niche before, so they know what they're talking about. And then from there, I mean, we really start creating the content right away. So right when we get this questionnaire is when that time starts kind of ticking. And what we'll do, let me kind of scroll back up here. We create all of the content in a monthly batch. So that way there's not a whole lot of back and forth when it comes to like revisions and that sort of thing. So we'll create, the month's worth of visuals, hashtags, and captions. And then what we'll do is we'll upload everything to an Airtable, which this is not going to have any of our branding on it either. It's just going to say the business's name, like the client's name up here. So we'll send you this link to this Airtable. And then if you want to review and approve the content on the client's behalf, you can. Or again, I mean, you can just send it directly to them so they can review it and approve it. This is where they can leave any feedback. So if there's any changes that need to be made, either you or the client can let us know here. But if it looks good, all you'll have to do is just check that box to approve it. And then once it is approved, that just lets the account manager know that we're good to go and adding that to the schedule.
Is this a
Um,
proprietary software that you guys have in house?
Airtable,
No, your
the
software.
scheduler.
Yeah,
Yes, it is our own software.
is
Are you using a scheduler right now?
yeah. We have I have several of them. I'm also a Go High Level SaaS owner, so
Oh, gotcha.
I run that as well.
Nice.
I also have AI software that's doing some of what you're showing me right now, which is what I was thinking I was going to train my VAs on, because that the software that I'm using is called Blaze. Are you familiar with it?
I'm not. What does Blaze do?
It's a complete complete mark social media content uh, management platform that posts, does LinkedIn, does every platform out there, and does it
Mm-hmm.
in multiple batches, single batches, or whatever. It does. What about your research? Who does all the research of the research source documents, so that I we can figure out what's going to go viral and so forth? Are you guys involved in anything like that, or are you just creating the content on a hope and a prayer?
Yeah, I mean, there is research that goes into it, so that would be up to the content creator to research like the client's business and like, their competitors, what's performing well in their niche and that sort of thing. So that all does go into it once we have that questionnaire.
How many hours do they put into the research?
That I'm not sure. I don't know the exact amount of hours.
Okay. Are you the owner of the company?
I'm not. No, I'm just on the sales team.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Tell me more about the white label. The white label that you have, is that would that mean that I'd be using your software, your platform?
You can if you'd like. So yeah, I mean, our scheduler is included in that. That's really the only thing that's like white labeled per se. Although a lot of times we don't white label it for our resellers, but since this is our own platform, it's called Feed Hive. So if you wanted to add your clients to this scheduler, they're just going to see it as Feed Hive. Like they're not going to see any of our business information through here.
Sure.
And this is included with all of our plans as well. So, you're not paying anything extra for it, but if you would prefer to use your own schedulers and your own software, we can certainly just create the content and then send it to you to download, and then you can upload that to your scheduler. So, we're flexible in that regard as well.
So if I am if I'm a reseller of yours, what is it that I'm reselling? Just the
Um,
service?
any of our services, we have our social media services. Let me go ahead and pull that up here. So we have our social media services, which you can do static posts. So any of these packages, 10, 15, or 30 posts per month. We do have video services as well, which is the same thing, like, just in video format if you wanted us to post reels or TikToks or shorts for social media. And then we do have email design and then SEO blog post services as well.
And so all I'm selling as a white label for you, or as an affiliate for you guys, would be the services. That's the packages right there.
Correct.
What are my what are my pricing? What's my pricing?
The
How am I
pricing
making
would,
money?
I'm sorry, what?
How do I make money?
You would just add a markup to the services. So these are the prices for our resellers. You would purchase the plan from us, add your markup, and then whatever you want to charge your client, that's what you would charge. And then, like I said, we do have those reseller benefits at different levels. So, depending on how many clients you onboard, you could get up to a 20% discount off of those packages.
Okay, so your your retail prices that you're advertising on your website are the exact same prices that I'd be paying, and my reseller levels, I don't get the benefits until I hit certain benchmarks. Like I get a
Um,
5% discount between 5 and 9 clients, and then it goes a 10% discount between 10 and 24, and then 25 to 49, 15, and then 15 above 20% discount.
Correct. Uh-huh.
Is that reoccurring? In other
Yes.
words,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah, that would
isn't it
be
a
overall.
and and so how is the calculation of the number of clients I have kept? How do you keep track of that? How is that kept track of? What software are you using for that?
That's all in your client portal. So all of your clients would be housed under your same account. So it's powered through SPP, which is the software that we use. So basically, if you have your client portal, it's going to look like this. All of your active subscriptions will be under the same login. You're the only one that's going to have access to this, so your clients won't be able to see this, but you can manage all of your plans through here. And like I mentioned, you'll have one account manager, so they're going to be managing all of your clients.
How long have you guys been in business?
We've been around since 2020.
How many clients do you have presently?
Usually we have anywhere between 5,000 to 6,000 clients at one time.
The account managers, are they virtual?
What do you mean?
Like, are
Like, are
they
they
all
bots
housed in?
or?
Are they all housed in an office location? Are you guys brick and mortar, or are your
No, we're fully remote. So we're throughout the US and also in Europe.
everybody speaks perfect English?
Yes, uh-huh.
You work in all tier one countries.
Yes, correct.
Content creation in how many different languages?
We only provide content in English.
Is there are what kind of agreements do you have? Do you have both a standard client agreement and a reseller agreement? And is it called a reseller? What would I be called if I was marketing your product? What would my
Yeah, it would be considered a reseller. The terms and conditions would be the same as if you were a regular just client with us. So it's all month to month. We don't have any long-term contracts or commitments. There's no extra fees associated with being a reseller or, minimum time period that you have to be with us. So I can also send you like all of those terms and conditions as well if you wanted to look through those.
Yeah, I definitely need to look at that. This is to be honest with you, I was pretty much thinking that it was going to be just exactly the way you explained it, but I didn't think I thought the pricing would be a little bit different. I think your pricing is fair, but
Hmm.
I honestly don't know right now whether or not it fits my model, for me tagging, upselling your stuff. Like, I don't think I'd have to just do a little bit of research as far as your pricing model and see what kind of markup I have with my
Hmm.
client base.
Yeah, no, and that's totally understandable.
But I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
very
just.
good. I mean, if you've got 4 or 5 thousand clients, then it
Hmm.
shouldn't. Yeah, I mean, that's a good enough. I should be able to get pretty good statistics, or a
Oh
pretty
yeah.
good idea of how many resellers do you have
Um,
approximately?
that I'm not sure. I would say they make up a good percentage. I don't really work with the existing client base, so I don't know exact numbers as far as that goes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you can send me the agreement so I can review the
Hmm.
agreements. Give them to my. I'll give them to my general manager, and then my
Okay.
wife and I will look it over. Um,
Alrighty. Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying to make a decision, to be honest with you, between now and the first of the year.
gotcha.
It's not something I'm going to do next week, but it is something I'm going to do by the first of the year.
Oh yeah, for sure. No rush at all. I mean, I'll send you all of this information. I'll include this PDF for you. So if you just want to take some time to review it, that's totally fine. If you do have any questions on anything, just feel free to email me. And we can always go from there.
That would be super great. I appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. All right. Well, I'll get this over in the next few minutes. And I appreciate you coming on today. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Oh, thank you very much. You have a good day
All
too.
right.
Bye bye now.
My pleasure. All right. Bye bye.